you go across to the fourth column, it's African American students. So we had 340 graduates last year. 100 of those graduated with UCCSU required courses. So that's 29%.
We have this data because parents don't even know where their kids are. They don't know their kids' reading levels, and they don't know what those reading levels mean. So how would you know that the requirements for graduation are different than the requirements for A through G, for college?
There's a history of African American students being both underserved and underrepresented. It's kind of like education is like a lifeline, and if we're disconnected from that, then we're disconnected from everything.
80 to 93% of African American students in this district are making C's or below. That's, a generation of our people that will not succeed if we don't get really real about what we do going forward.
There's two reasons the kids don't meet A to G requirements. Getting D's and Algebra 1. They have to go through Algebra 2. And so kids who stop at math and Algebra 1 and kids who get D's, that's what really holds them out.
They're saying kids are failing. We're saying kids are failing, and we have a responsibility, and you as parents have a responsibility, so let's get together.
We have just over 5,000 African American students in West Contra Costa, and that represents about 18% of the overall demographics in our school district. And what we have found is that our African American students in West Contra Costa are our most underserved students. And so we have a special lens on our African American students to make sure that we accelerate their learning in a way that's going to really meet that goal of college and career readiness.
I think despite the challenges of the community, the poverty, the violence, the drugs, the alcohol, it's critical to direct resources because part of the achievement gap, in my opinion, is the opportunity and the exposure gap. And it's those resources that make a difference.
So we established the practices for African American student support and success, which is our PAASSS program, both inside the classroom, after school, during the weekends, to make sure that we always have a special lens on what's happening with our African American students and how do we make better outcomes so that they truly are college and career ready. Our district's Mafanikio after-school program is really about having an after-school program that supplements what happens during the regular school day by providing a culturally responsive academic enrichment program that's composed of help supporting students to do their homework, to do assignments, to do projects that are due during the regular school day, to help build social-emotional competence and confidence, and then also to have a parent engagement piece.
As a past principal in the district, a lot of this work we know will make a tremendous impact for kids, and with that work it's really important that kids understand that they can achieve high academic achievement, and we support them and build their confidence in our schools to turn them around.
Our asset team, our African American Site Advisory Team in West Contra Costa, was created so that we would have an African American parent representative from every school in our district who would come together on a monthly basis and talk about the important issues of what are happening with our African American students, both academically, social-emotionally, behaviorally, in all the varieties of ways, because we truly believe that parents are our best partners.
So below 25th percentile, we have way too many students that are below. That's 111 students. So when I was a principal and I had data that looked similar to this, all my students were sort of scoring at that same place. So we had to do something different.
What we're here for is to shift the data, right? And in order to really understand how to shift the data, we gotta understand why it is the way it is.
And we have heard over and over again from many of our African American families that their voices have been silenced, that they don't feel heard, they don't feel welcome at our school sites.
You all said communication is an issue. It came up not in just the welcoming staff area of the walkthrough, but in two other areas of the walkthrough.
And we have to change that. And so the asset team was one true way that we thought we could have representation from every school in our district to be giving us feedback and advice on how we change the trajectory of academic outcomes for African American students. And we thought it was important enough for every school in the district to put in their single plan for student achievement, their specific actions that they're going to take at the school site, both teachers and administrators and parents, on how to improve the academic outcomes for students. The Rising Scholars Program is really a program to increase the number of young men of color in West Contra Costa to go to college and be successful in college.
I thought football and baseball was gonna be my way out, but then I figured it wasn't my way out when I was a junior, so I joined the Rising Scholars, and then I had education in my mind. The Rising Scholars Program is they give us everything that we need to know about college.
We teach about financial aid, how to be successful. We also do parent workshops once a month. We do counselor workshops once a month, and it takes all hands on deck.
I think the Rising Scholars Program comes from a slightly different angle. As you get further along in high school, you need to be mentored in and get the background and experience so that you're able to be successful. How to write your essay, to a college or university, because your essay may set you apart from somebody else. How to adhere to timelines, how to dress for success.
It's a combination of all those things that we know will help our young men of color to really rise and be successful to get to college, and then be successful to matriculate through college and really give back and be productive and positive in their communities after college.
Here in the district, we have the African American Support Collaborative, made up of several community and school organizations, which includes Alive and Free Academy out of San Francisco and the Youth Services Bureau out of Richmond. And also, the African American Support Collaborative includes the African American Male Leadership Course, the Black Student Union, and several summer programs, which includes tours to historically Black colleges and universities.
One of the important pieces that we think really needs to be in place is for our students to see where they can go to college, have that experience before actually getting to senior year. And we think it's especially important to have an experience at some of our historically Black colleges and universities. Demlis Johnson, one of our key staff members at Richmond High, is really leading the effort for visiting historically Black colleges and universities.
West Contra Costa Unified School District has a long history with historically Black colleges and universities. Many of our faculty members, instructors, and even students have attended historically Black colleges and universities.
I chose to go to a historical Black college, and I chose to attend Alabama A&M University. I chose that school because I did my research on it, and like 85% of the students that go there, and that's a lot of percent, graduate from that school. So I talked to a lot of counselors from the historical Black colleges, and then I liked what they were saying to me. I liked everything about it.
So we work with some different partners to provide that opportunity for students to attend, visit, have some experiences at historically Black colleges that are across the United States.
You can leave Richmond for school. Once you get that degree, we do need you to come back. We need you to make us a promise that you won't forget about us once you make it to the top. Every student we support to aspire to a higher education is a success story and has the opportunity to come back and give back.
Like all programs, we hope that they will be the ambassadors for other kids to be excited about, do the recruiting for the next cohort, because they're living the dream, so they need to share that dream.
The Rising Scholars is important, and programs like the Rising Scholars is important because if we don't have those programs, then young men like me will be lost.
We need to really be able to push down lower in the grades and provide more resources to develop more programs to really get kids excited about learning and education and see that there's a huge world out there and we make a huge impact in it.
And so we are out to make sure that we improve the academics, improve the social emotional outcomes, improve our family engagement with our African American parents, because we've heard from our stakeholders that in the past that has not worked well. And so we are really out to make sure that we take action